Hello, everyone, and today is day 5 of the 21-day video challenge that was proposed by one of the accelerator participants, Mr. A. I just realized, what am I going to do if I have a mic in my hand with the other days? It's okay. We don't have to do it in fingers anymore. Wow. It's 9 o'clock, end of the day, Saturday. It's been a long day, but we did have work to do today. Accelerator program on Saturdays have office hours. That is time for the participants to come pick my brain about any questions or concerns that they have. Today specifically, they went through their pitches, and I was fortunate enough to get an external voice to join this call so that they can get a fresh perspective. Funny enough, this was a lawyer in the Indian ecosystem who works in private equity. So legal, private equity, he understands what it takes to get investments. We had 4 teams present in total. All of them were able to keep up with the 5-minute time constraint. They all came in under 4:30, 4:45 mark, so 4 minutes and 45 seconds. And this external party had good feedback for all of them. We had CryoBrick Go. So that's the feature phone that's going to have a Bitcoin software wallet on it. It's meant to be for plausible deniability, because if you turn it on, it just looks like a feature phone. So if someone gets a hold of it, they have no idea there's a Bitcoin wallet there, Feedback for him was just making sure that the closure is strong with the ask and tying it all together. Then we had someone go that is doing privacy, private identities. So that is Epoch Shield. They're focused on providing different containers for your messages, so that if someone gets a hold of your phone, typically if WhatsApp is open, they can see all your messages. Now, what happens if you have a separate container for different parts of your life? So he's trying to solve that. Feedback for him was a little different from the others because everyone's very Bitcoin focused. And since he's privacy focused, he may not have run into the same issues as others, it's a very niche topic, because how many folks are buying Bitcoin hardware products and services? The next person to go was 256D. They're building a bridge between rupees and UPI, and UPI is the payment network that runs the country. It's an insane, the number I believe is 20 lakh crores. The lakhs and crores in India still mess me up with the number of zeros, so I'll come back with the actual figures. But I do know there are over 65 million merchants, take that in, 65 million merchants that accept money through this interface or network. So it looks like a barcode, very simple. Everyone has a barcode, you scan the barcode, you're able to pay them, and money moves like that, super simple. The feedback for him was, of course, legal. Money's moving hands, rupees, Bitcoin, taxes, legal, and we were talking with the lawyer. So obviously he had a lot of questions regarding that, but we had a short time. We didn't have 5 hours for him to dig deep into each and every project. I should say each and every venture. So he had to be brief with what his comments were. After that, we had BitAsha present, that is hardware for the Bitcoin subcontinent. Feedback for them was the why now isn't resonating. The first mover advantage is very clear and it makes sense, but they still need to iterate on how to start off very strong, because the story, it didn't do justice of why this all began. And for me, I presented as well. He asked about my business model. Why would participants want to give up equity? What are they going to get in return? This equity is going to be illiquid for many years, which is true. None of these startups are going to raise money in a Series A for me to exit the equity that is gained. So then what really is bringing in the funds to keep the lights on? And there isn't a clear path. Again, he's asking the questions that that would be raised in the follow-up conversation with any interested parties for 30 minutes. This is a 5-minute pitch that is supposed to intrigue and gain interest. overall, it was much needed to get a different voice in the room and a different perspective, because everyone's just tired of hearing the same voices, similar ideas. So to have a different voice, even if he didn't say anything completely new from what has already been discussed, the fact that it's coming from someone different, lights a fire under all the participants that they need to fix a lot of things. And today is the 21st. Not next weekend, the weekend after is when they're all going to present on Sunday. That's the big day. And I'm extremely excited to see how they all perform. The good thing, we're all going to be together at the Bidshallah Summit, where we can fine tune and tweak all the little items. And I do want to help them with their decks. Some need a little bit more support, remove certain things, really align such their narrative and the slides go hand in hand and support one another. So next week, the participants actually asked me to open up my calendar for an hour-long slots because the current 30 minutes isn't doing them justice, and I end up getting booked back to back. So even when they need an extra 5 minutes, I need to run to go to the next participant. So this week, or the week coming up, is going to be quite busy. Tomorrow, Sunday, I hopefully will re-recording with a different setting, maybe a park possibly. And that's it for today. Until tomorrow, take care. Oh, please, nobody gives a crap about commenting, but I'm also noticing that only people are watching for the first 2 minutes. So maybe this should just be 2-minute long videos. Maybe that's what everyone's attention span is, and anything longer is. So until tomorrow, see ya.